It's just we got to wipe this as soon as possible. Like it's a new season now. It's everybody's 0-0. We knew we were going to have to go on the road, so we're going to have to go on the road to Philly, and we'll figure out what day we play, and we'll have a plan in place. But obviously, very disappointed right now.
If Jordan had gone to that timeout on third down before you ran it?
Yeah, you could have. I mean, we thought we had something going, with some of the no huddle stuff, just pounding the ball in there. They were in 3-week. We didn't get the Z to motion across, so we were kind of out leveraged there, and then we lost yardage. So wasn't anticipating that, but that was the circumstance, and that's why I called the timeout, because we went backwards. Because I was planning on going for it right there.
Did Jordan have gone back in and you just hold him out as a caution?
Yeah, he was good to go back in. In fact, we thought that there was a chance that he was going to have to go back in the game because Malik got his thumb hit and he couldn't really feel it. So, but I thought Malik went in there and I thought he played tough, man. I thought he did a lot of good things. He gave guys an opportunity. Malik Heath came through with some big catches. Jaden Reed made some big catches. All those guys competed, and that's why it's just so disappointing, because I felt like our guys went out there and they played hard, and I thought our defense for the most part dominated. But when you give up a return for a touchdown and then they get a short field like they did in that first half, that's just too much.
The play before their field goal, it looked like you guys were able to go on the field there. What's the time?
Typically, it's 12 seconds. That's usually what we go by. 3rd and 15. I wasn't anticipating them getting a slant for however 20 yards or whatever it was, and they went down. We weren't slow off the pile, and they were able to clock it. And so, all in all, it's bad ball.
Do you have an idea of how serious Christian's knee is?
Yeah, I'm not super confident about that right now.
So how do you, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter because of the playoff and all that, but how do you get these guys turned around in a hurry and kind of reset?
Yeah, I think that, that's just the nature of this beast. Is certainly didn't want to go into the playoffs like this, but that's our circumstance. And so we got to be tough-minded and got to be critical and we got to flip the script as soon as possible and move on to the next game. And like I said, it's a whole new season. And if we know we got a tough road in front of us, but I think got one that guys are going to attack for sure.
You strip away all the crazy stuff that happened today, but the first couple of drives with Jordan when everybody just from your observation, what is going wrong?
Yeah, it hasn't been good. I mean, credit them. They did a nice job. And it is extremely frustrating right now. So I think that's something that we're going to have to take a deep dive into, and we have been. It's not like it's anything new, but we got to do a better job.
Given the circumstances today, you have a playoff spot locked up no matter what happens. Do you feel like that had any effect on your team just as a
I don't know. I mean, I think everything's fair game right now. I mean, in terms of just all of us, it's a collective, and it always starts with me. And like I said, I'm disappointed that I put our team in that situation at the end of the game because just being indecisive, and you can't do that in those critical moments because it came back and burned us.
You talked about how Jordan would have been good to go to the tournament. What was the balancing act of deciding whether or not to give it to him?
Well, that's a great question. It was just once Malik said he was good to go, we felt like that was the route we wanted to go.
Was there any part of you that said, well, maybe put the glove back in there and get him going again, going ahead and into the playoffs, just to try to get some rhythm in the offense?
Yeah, that definitely crossed my mind. But, I thought, again, I think it's harder to, you start a game, you come out of the game, then go back in the game. Just thought it was, especially with what had transpired with Christian, and we played Josh limitedly, so just went the other route.
Was Watson being active dependent on Romeo?
Yeah, that had a lot to do with it, yeah.
What was Romeo's
year?
He's just, no, I think he'll be good. He was in no shape to be able to go today. I mean, he tried, he came in, he tried, but he's got some bug going on.